Hey guys, it's Dresden, and today I am back with episode 5 of the Driving Until Destroyed series on BeamNG Drive. Again, this is based off of Failrace's Driven Till Destruction series, with a couple of twists, but it is on the same track as his Driven Until Destruction series. So, we are starting this episode off with the Storm 2. So this is our automation special. We're going to have 4 vehicles in this episode, unlike the normal 3. They're all 4 going to be automation vehicles of different types. For instance, this is our sports car, we'll have an off-road vehicle, we'll have a supercar, and something else. And I have some other decisions, some other choices that I could use. So, starting off here, this is the Sport 2. And I feel like it's got the speed and the potential to go fairly far. However, I feel like the suspension's gonna take this car down, because this car, just by the first jump, just by, just judging it off the first jump, that front wheel does not look very good, which means the suspension on this thing is probably fairly weak, but it's probably as strong as all of the automation cars, so I feel like the suspension's really going to be the bane of these cars here. Our first automation car that we did was the Van Marauder, and it lost both of its front wheels on the first lap. So this one is already beating that, just with the wheel amount. However, this thing has beaten 2 vehicles already. The SMZ from last episode, the race edition, and the Gavril Vendetta, which I don't know, may or may not have been an automation car, but I don't know if it was. Oh! Alright, and it has now passed the Van Marauder. However, we have lost some of that downforce, so it is going to be pulling to one of the sides here, probably. To the left, probably. Just because we have more downforce on the left. I don't know if that's how it works. Fairly sure that is. This thing is probably made to be driving in a manual transmission, which I have an automatic gearbox in it. So by automatic gearbox, I mean I don't shift the gears, the game does. So that's probably why it's driving so weirdly. Oh gosh, that's gonna, ouch. So might make it onto its second lap. These rocks might catch it. Nope, we're good. And I will be doing a lot more automation cars. This episode's kind of just an example of some. And I was thinking I might even buy automation and make some cars for this series. Some of them that are just completely stupid, and some of them that are actually neat. And I can make them in live stream. So if you don't have that bell icon on, make sure you get that bell icon on, because as I struggle to find a gear, I do live streams on this channel, and I will be doing automation live streams where you guys can help me build these cars for this series. So make sure you have that bell icon on. Leave in the comment section if you do. You don't have to, just it's just nice to know if you do or not. And yeah, so this thing can't exceed like 20 miles an hour right now. That's just because of the really bad gearbox that I'm using. And I'm sure it's not made for like climbing hills and everything. Oh no, this car was built in automatic because it's just in drive. What in the... Maybe the gear shifting is going to be like the bane of this thing's existence, not the suspension. It is on the second lap though, so it has beaten quite a few cars, I think. Oh gosh. Oh, it just kicked in there. So, rules of this. If it can't go over 15 miles an hour, then it is considered out, as I let the oil drain back a bit. I like the taillights in this thing. Yeah, if it can't exceed 15 miles an hour, it is out of the race. If it flips over, that doesn't count against it. I can just simply unflip it, and we'll be good there. However, this thing doesn't look like it's flipped. It's flipped once. We have lost the second flap on the rear. Oh gosh. This thing just randomly decides to kick into full speed. Like right now is when it should be going full speed, when it needs to clear this jump. However, there we go. Oh, ooh, whoa. Getting some bad hits on that rear, or on that front right side. However, it's still going. I need to learn how to drive manual in this game, because I feel like I could drive these cars a lot better than the game is. Maybe in next episode I'll have that figured out. But for this episode, for all the automation cars, I won't have that figured out, so we'll just be dealing with it, I guess. This is going to go pretty fast for this jump. Uh-oh. Oh! Heavy hit on that front left. Oh, that was an even harder hit on that front left wheel. Quick flip it before it drains all the oil into the engine. Alright, so, we got some damage. Oh, yeah, that rock got us pretty good. I've seen rocks tear off wheels and fuel tanks, so. And this thing should be overheating, however, it isn't. And it might actually run out of fuel if we do keep going. And as I said last episode, after it makes it on its third lap, I start getting more lenient with everything. Oh! Why do you do that, car? Why in the world would you just randomly decide to kick in the acceleration? And you happen to be on a super harsh turn with a pull, and then you just slammed on the acceleration. Like, again, I'm not shifting these gears, okay? This is all the car. No, it's not getting over 15 miles an hour anymore. So, I guess that is the end of this vehicle. I feel like that's going to be how a lot of these vehicles are going to finish. It's just them being really stupid, the gear shifting not doing very good, and this gearbox, this is an automatic gearbox in this car, and it still did that. Like, you're on a turn, bud, with a huge pole, you just want to ram it. But, I mean, I guess it does what it wants, so the gearbox is just probably going to be the bane of all these cars' existences, but we'll have to find a way to deal with that. Alright, so for our second vehicle, we're going with a little bit of a different approach. This is the Hauler Sport V2, again another automation car. It is a semi-truck. I can't really see over it. Oh, it's fast. Holy smokes, that is getting there. Oh, what in the... Okay. I don't know if that was just this thing has a weird hitbox, or this thing might just have a really weird hitbox, because it looks like it's hitting the side there. So you're going to see sparks flying. Again, gear shifting, not the strongest in this car. This one does look like it might be manual, just because it isn't in drive, it's in second gear. Oh, gosh. It's really jelly, and it's making the camera very jelly. Uh-oh. Oh. We have lost our front right wheel, and we are slowing down. Wow. That is the end of the Hauler Sport V2. Didn't get very far. Got caught on the wall in the beginning, and that might have been the end of that wheel. However, it kept pushing and made it to the first jump, but that first jump is just where it went out. Alright, so for the third vehicle, we have again a very loud automation car. This here is the Gavril Explorer, based off of a Jeep, it looks like. So let's get going. This is more of a off-road oriented kind of car. Feels like the gearbox is actually doing better than the other gearboxes. Maybe. I don't know what would make it be doing any better, but feels like it is. Oh, big air, big air. Oh, gosh. That front left took all of that force. Man. Uh-oh. Oh. Rescue it. Darn. Alright, we'll give it one more try. Just because what I normally do is I would do that on the 3rd lap. I would be a little less cautious. However, I just decided to be less cautious there. How did the engine turn off? I'm using a controller, as you can tell, by me being able to put like 60% of the power down. Alright, so again, do what I normally do for the first 2 laps and be a little more cautious there. This first jump needs all the speed it can get so it can make the jump. And again, the gear shifters in this vehicle are probably what's going to be the bane of their existence. Oh, perfect! Alright. Not quite perfect. It's slightly pulling to the right, but that's it. Not bad at all. Carrying good speed through there, but not enough. Alright, it's got the ETK kind of like sciencey stopping devices in it, I see. So, I don't know if any of the other ones did. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments section. If these videos are getting any views, you'll tell me in the comments section. I'm not sure if they are, though. I hope they are. You know, I filmed 5 of them in 2 days and haven't uploaded any yet, because I'm uploading my Minecraft series right now. And school starts tomorrow, so I will be doing a live stream the day I upload this, or the day that I recorded this. I will be doing a last day of summer break live stream. Oh gosh, that was tough. That front axle is shifting from side to side. We are still exceeding 15 miles an hour, so we can keep going. That axle is really shifting from one side to the other, though. Like, that front axle is not being held in by anything. Still works, though. Oh! Big hit. Still driving. This is a very surprising car. I mean, I guess it is an off-roader, and these rocks might catch it, actually. Nope. Well, one of them did. But that front axle, man, that thing's going everywhere. However, we're still putting power down on the rear axle, and so we're still exceeding 15 miles an hour. Now, let's not make the same mistake we made with our first car, where it just hammered the acceleration right there and hit the pole, and that's what killed it. Let's keep it going here. Oh, potholes. This pothole straight here is what I'm calling it scientifically, pothole straight. It gets a lot of cars, and that's no bueno, considering, or by a lot of cars I mean it hasn't really gotten any in this series, but it has when I've been testing for this series. Whenever I was testing for the first episode, it caught a lot of cars. So did the rocks in the riverbed. I guess I haven't done many kind of lower ground clearance cars in this series yet. And the next vehicle will be probably one of the first of those. But those cars get caught a lot on the rocks. And it's interesting, to say the least. Oh, not the water, not the water, not the water. We can reverse. We're good. Alright, so we are on the second lap, right? I do believe this is the second lap. I'll correct myself in editing if I'm wrong. Oh. There we go. Just had to turn it back on for some reason. That was weird. The engine just randomly shuts off in these cars, I guess. I mean, maybe it, like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. why it shut off there. If you can leave it in the comments, go ahead. But I don't know why. Man, the front end of this thing looks all mangled up. Alright. Here we are. Whee! Oh, I took that really badly. Still made it. I'm surprised this thing's lasting this long on the second lap here. Again, pretty sure this is second lap. Correct me in the comments, and I'll correct myself in the video if it is the third lap. However, I don't think it is. I'm fairly sure it's the second lap. Oh, perfect. That was beautiful. That wasn't beautiful. None of that there was beautiful. That rear wheel. This thing sounds like it's a diesel. That's weird. That rear wheel is not bent in a good direction there. I don't think it's supposed to have that much camber, but, you know, whatever. Why does this car shut off so often? Alright, and here we go. The fourth jump. Uh-oh. Oh, that front end took so much of the force from that. It just slingshotted downwards. We lost our mirrors. Or at least one of them there. I don't know if it was a lap before or not, but I'm fairly sure it was that lap. Alright, well, none of the rocks grabbed us. We might be on to our third lap here. I doubt this thing's gonna beat the Victor so far. So that thing was built for desert off-roading, and it had the strongest axles I've ever seen. Like, they didn't bend or anything. But oh, ouch. Yeah, if you haven't seen this series from the beginning, make sure you check it out. That video will be in the end card. Oh, we're good. We good. Yeah, that video will be in the end card, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. Alright, well, this car is lasting longer than I thought. We might not get through 4 automation cars in this episode. Well, I guess I doubt the supercar is going to do very well, so we will do 4. This video will probably be like half an hour long, though, because I don't edit out any parts in this, just because I'm trying to commentate through it all. So, yeah, just a heads up there. Oh, are we going to make it over this? Oh! It's still going, though. Uh-oh. Can we make it out of here? I hate to do this, but I have to rescue it. I need to get to another car. Oh, I'm so bad at rescuing them, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, if it went down there, that would have been my fault. Yeah, it lost a wheel. This thing isn't going anywhere. Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh. Holy. No, it pulls too much to the right. We're in the water. And we're out of the water. Well, that's that car down. Again, that was just basically my fault. But I'm gonna say that it's out. Just because it was getting too long of surviving. So, I guess my stupidity killed that one, but I guess we'll still go on to the next one. For our last car this episode, we have the Lamborghini Murcilago. This is our supercar for the 4th vehicle. If you can't tell, I recorded this video, or this section, about 3 weeks after I recorded the other ones, because I didn't have much time over the weekends, the past couple. So within that time, I learned how to drive manual. So we're going to be doing that this time and from now on. I did a little testing, as you can tell back there. I didn't realize it was in manual, and I kind of rammed the wall because it was in reverse. I did a little testing, And I noticed that these still aren't very good in manual. They're probably better in manual than they are in automatic, but if you saw in the first two vehicles, you would know that these aren't very good in automatic either. But they still don't really like being in manual, I don't think. So, lowest we're going to go here is second gear. Well, no. I just don't think it likes putting power down whenever it's... Oh, shoot. Whenever it's, what was I going to say? It doesn't like putting power down whenever it's in the air. I don't think. Which is why even these little tiny bumps cause it a lot of harm. Cleared it. Wow, this car, man. And I did a second, or a different car originally for this. The engine fixed itself. I did a different car originally for this last vehicle here. And it lasted like 5.5 laps, so this one, again, it has to go over 15. It's doing that. Probably should have said 20, but oh, it doesn't like turning. It doesn't like turning left. It does not like turning left in any way. Alright, come on. Come on, man. You're in first gear. You should be hammering it. See, I don't know what's up about these automation cars, but they don't seem to really like putting power down. Like, look at this. You can tell I'm holding in the throttle all the way. Come on, man. You got this. It's going really slow. And I can't fix it because I'm in first gear. I'm not shifting up. If I shift up, it's even worse. So, wow. Alright. If it's still doing this by lap 2, it's done. Because if cars can't put power down, then they should technically be out, because that would mean they're broken. And I guess that happens to all the automation cars, but still, man. The automation cars are normally so fast, and it's just a shame that they can't put power down. Oh, shoot. It actually decided to put power down. Well, that was surprising. As you saw, I think it was in this episode. I don't know. Like I said, I recorded the rest of it like 3 weeks ago. As you saw, that one... Oh my gosh, car. Come on. The one car did this too. I think it was... Oh yeah, it was the Storm 2. It was this episode. Hammered the throttle right there, and it rammed a pole. Oh, shoot. I've never been over here before. No way. Did we actually get stuck in a tree? Hold on a second here. We seriously did. We're seriously stuck in this tree. Oh, shoot. There it is. No, we're not. Never mind. Alright, I'll flip it here, and then I will... Let's be a little careful here. Alright, a little careful turned into, let's just flop it on the ground and see what happens. Alright, so the radiator broke all that, but it's still working, so. Alright. This is getting a little annoying. Just randomly decides to hammer the throttle. Oh shoot. Huh. Oh, come on, man. Come on. You got this. It's going over 20 now. That impact might have actually helped a little, I guess. It's going over 40. Oh, shoot. And now it's not. It's doing this again. Oh. Big impact. How is it... How am I... Well, it's still driving, but how am I letting this keep going? Why have I not stopped it? Well, I guess it's hammering the throttle sometimes, so I can't let it stop because it's physically not broken. And it's a rear-engine car, so all these hits on the front aren't doing anything besides the wheels. It's probably rear-wheel drive. It's rear engine, or mid-engine. Not rear engine, mid-engined. So, it's over the rear axle, basically. Which means it has to be rear-wheel drive, or else it would do a bunch of harm and not really help the car having the engine in the front on all of this. So, man, I also got to get back into that commentating state, because, you know, school, you don't want to be commentating all the time in school. So it's messed it up a little. We actually made it into second gear there. Holy crap. Wow. That was intense. Oh, can we get up? Can we get up? Oh, shoot. Yeah. See, it puts power down there. Now we're getting it. Another rule for this that I didn't really state yet is whenever I can, I have to try and hold in the throttle all the way. If you look at the bottom right, you can see throttle, clutch brake, and parking brake. So yeah, you can tell I'm hammering it in. Oh, I put it in neutral. Whoops. I was like, did I finally kill it? No, it just put it in neutral somehow. Come on. Man. Wow. Alright, so guys, you can also, I've decided, you can also start to expect a couple of videos on, I just had to do a handbrake turn there. A couple of videos, oh gosh. On Car Mechanic Simulator, but most of the videos are going to be live streams, but you can still start to expect some of those. I'm going to pick up on the Not My Rims challenge, probably, because I have plenty of money in that game, and I have almost every DLC, like every one but like 2 or 3, so I have the Pagani engines, so I have the V12, so I can get Bugattis, and like I fixed a Bugatti yesterday. When I'm recording this, not when I'm uploading it, probably. Well, might be when I'm uploading it yesterday. But I rebuilt a Bugatti. That i4 SOHC, or not i4, no. That V12 engine is really, really... It took me about half an hour, 45 minutes to build the engine, just because of how many parts are in it. And then I can't, with cars like that, you can't get the right wheels for it. So, I guess since it's the Not My Rims challenge, or Not My Wheels challenge, it's fine. But you can't get the right wheels for it. You can't get the dimensions. Like, I had to get a 365 width tire for the rear of the Bugatti. and it only goes up to like 305. And I'm sure there's some way I can fix that. I can change that, but I don't know how, so I just have to figure it out, I guess. Maybe there's a way to look it up, because I need to be able to make wheels that are that wide, and I can't. So I had to go out and buy another Bugatti Chiron just for its wheels, and then sell the Chiron with the wheels that I made on it, which were 235s and 265s? No, 265s was the front wheels of this Chiron on the stock model. I also got the Chiron from a junkyard, which doesn't seem very realistic, but I mean, I guess it works. I mean, it was quite a junker. Oh. I think we're actually done here. Our wheels can't touch the ground. We can't turn. Oh, and that didn't do any good. Yeah, we can't turn. So, this guy made it, I think it was 3 laps. I think this is its 3rd one. Yeah, this would be its 3rd lap, right after the 2nd jump. But, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hold on. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to slap the leaderboard up there of the top 5 cars right now. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and hit the red subscribe button, and that bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. And until next time, this has been Dresden, and goodbye. And then, I don't know if, I think I'm going to make this the end card here, this year, because the leaderboard would have been taking up all my outro, so I wouldn't have space for the end card.